Hello and welcome to another repair video. Following on from the little repair job I did on the McLaren, Formula 1 McLaren car that I had, which I'm happy to say is still intact. None of the bits have come off again. This time I'm going to patch up some of my Lord of the Rings figurines. Not the same as my chess set figurines. My two chess sets that I've done videos on, those Lord of the Rings sets are all completely intact because I kept the boxes for those. I wisely kept the boxes, but unfortunately, for some strange, inexplicable reason, I did not keep the boxes for the 120 or so Lord of the Rings pieces I have here, which are just literally ornamental figurines. They're not part of any game. There's not many of them that are broken. Out of 120, I think about 5, well, you can see the swords here actually. Look. So there's about 8. It's always the swords that go, or the spears as well. I am going to touch up this particular figure now, just with the sword. Put the sword on there, which I think must be this sword. Must be. I might do another one. It depends how long it takes for me to do this one. And I don't want the video to be too long, because anything more than about 20 minutes of trying to glue a sword back onto a tiny figurine will drive me mad, I think. So I think 20 minutes tops. Lovely piece, this one. I really like it. Okay, let's go. Let's just see which way round it's supposed to go. Is that in focus? To be honest, it's so bright I can't even see the screen. Let's have a look. Yeah, that seems about right. Or should it be that way round? No, I think it's definitely that way round. Okay, so I'm going to apply a bit of glue. It might take me all 20 minutes just holding this in place. This is going to be tricky. The other difficult thing is that if you're holding the piece for any period of time, it sticks to your fingers, even though there's no glue attached to your fingers. It will still stick to your fingers. I'm not even sure if that's... Oh dear, dear. Come on, is that on or not? Is that on or not? Is that on or not? That seems to be more secure, like that. Keep wanting to turn it to look at it to make sure it's looking good. see if I have to keep moving my fingers. Otherwise, my fingers will stick to it and pull it off as soon as I take my fingers away. Okay. Gondorian Night, this is. Looks like he's looking up at something pretty scary. Probably a Nazgul swooping out of the sky to attack him towards the end of Return of the King. Have I really been able to stick that already? Fortunately, it's very light, so there isn't any weight pulling it off. Well, that's perfect if I can just put it down to dry. That looks pretty good. Looks like I will be able to do a second one. I think now the second one, should I do? I think I'll do Elendil. I'm just going to move the Gondorian Knight out of the way. He has no particular name, of course. He's just a generic Gondor Knight. If he was in Star Trek, he'd be one of those wearing a red shirt. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't survive the battle at the end of The Lord of the Rings. Well, the two big battles, actually, at the end. Yes, this is Elendil. And he should be holding the what's the name of the sword? That's really annoying. I can't for some reason remember the name of the sword, even though I actually have the sword. I have a replica that cost me about £250. I had it shipped from America, and what is it called? That is so annoying. It will come to me. Anyway, I have the full length sword. It's really heavy. The only thing it isn't is, of course, sharp, because it would be illegal in this country anyway, in England. Pretty much anything sharper than a spoon is illegal in England. So, well, unless you've got a good reason to carry it. So, and I wouldn't have a good reason to carry Elendil's sword. Okay, so I'll put him over there. Now, which sword, or which weapon, I should say, out of these is the one I'm looking for? Now, judging by what I know the sword looks like, I would suggest it's the super long one, or it could be the super shiny one. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm trying not to think of what the name of the sword is, so that it pops into my head. Is that, I don't know if that's, yeah, because there's no cross guard or whatever they call it, hilt. So I think that needs to be attached first. But does that go there? Or does that go there? It's tricky, I've got to figure that out. So because of that, I'm not going to do Elendil right now. Instead, I'll do Elendil on a second video. Instead, I will do Gimli, his axe, which is obviously this one here. Okay, Gimli, you don't have any hilt or anything, so that, does it go like that, or does it go like that? Or does it go like that? I assume it doesn't go like that, unless he just wants to hit someone over the head with it and knock them out. So, it must be like that. Okay. It's a bit too much. A bit too much came out. Now, I don't want to get too cocky because the last one worked really well. I don't want to just assume that this one is also going to work really well. Because it might not. It's very important that I whisper. Otherwise, I might disturb the glue and stop it working. Again, mustn't let my fingertips get stuck to it. Also, it's upside down, isn't it? So when I let go of it, even though it's very light, it will probably still, oh, look at it. It's kind of tricky. The other sword was going straight up, you see, making it easier. This one is not. Tricky. I don't think it's stuck at all at the moment. I don't know whether or not to bung some more glue on there. Okay, I put a little bit of glue and I thought that's good, but maybe a little bit more, and then of course I put too much. And I'm not within reach of a tissue, so that's just going to stay with a big glob of glue on there. Just need to wait for that to take a hold. I don't know how long that's going to be. Maybe just a minute, hopefully. Don't want to release too early, but I do keep on having to take my fingers away so that they don't stick to it. It's so sunny that all I can see is sort of a shadow, bright light or shadow, dark shadow. Okay. Very sunny but cold April day today. One of those days where it's warm in the sun and about -10 in the shade. Come on. Stick. Please stick. I need to somehow prop it up. I wonder if that would work. Probably not. Does that go in there? What am I trying to do? That's not going to work, is it? What on earth am I trying to do? Well, okay, it's propped up now, but not in any acceptable way. It's twisted as well, the axe, but if it has to be twisted at an angle, then, in the words of Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars, so be it. Okay, that didn't work. This is proving a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, this one. Perhaps I need to prop him up at an angle. This is also probably immensely stressful to watch. need to prop him up so that it's vertical. So that the sword is vertical. Okay, this is not going according to whatever plan I think I might have had. I'll tell you what I might do. Prop him up against a copy of the Hobbit that I've got. Grip it in there maybe. This is one of a few copies of the Hobbit that I have. Oh dear, oh dear, that's not going to work. This is very tricky. I'm going to pause the video for a minute. Be back in a moment. Okay, so I have returned, and as you can see, this time I've managed to get it to stick. Very, very tricky. But holding it upright like this and holding it exactly vertical has worked. Problem is, how long do I hold this like this? Don't necessarily have anything that I can ideally prop it up onto. So I might just have to stay like this for a few days. As you can see, the Gondorian Knight looks perfect. The sword looks excellent. Okay. It won't make for an exciting video watching me holding this piece. So I'm going to end it now, I think. And when I come back, well, for the next repair video, I will do Elendil and his sword Narsil, the shards of which were, of course, reforged and renamed to Anduril. I at last remembered the name because I wasn't thinking of it. Anduril was the sword that Aragorn ended up receiving, but it was originally Narsil when it belonged to Elendil. Okay. I'm going to leave Gimli to it then. I'll say goodbye. If you wish to subscribe, please feel free to do so. I'll be most welcome. At some stage I will be doing videos showcasing all 120 odd of these pieces that I've got. I'll do a number of videos on those. Anyway, thank you for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.